everyone, and welcome back to another keto mukbang and a movie. Tonight we are doing the movie Buried. Hi everyone, welcome back. So glad to see all of you and to share another mukbang and a movie, and Minnie's involved in this one too. Tonight is an awesome meal and an awesome movie. I am having eggs and ham and kale. I have bought that steak, that ham steak that I buy from Aldi's. It's a great big piece of ham that's already pre-cooked. You just got to heat it. I love it. It's got the bone in it. And then I have fried up 2 eggs on top of it. And then I also have fried up some kale in olive oil, onion and garlic powder, salt and pepper. I will list everything down below and the amounts, and this total carb count is 6 carbs. You can't beat fried eggs and ham, right? And then the kale, I've already tried a bite of it. It's even a little bit crispy around the edges. I fried it really good. The movie we are going with tonight is Buried, and it's kind of funny. I love this movie so much, but what's funny about it is there is one actor in it, just Ryan Reynolds, through the whole movie. You hear people on the telephone with him, but basically it is only him in the whole movie. Well, he is a great actor, so he can pull this one off. He is buried alive, and he has only got a cell phone with him, a lighter, a pencil, and I think a flask with some alcohol in it, but that is it. And he just does a tremendous job in this movie. It's one that I was glued to from start to finish, even though there's only one actor in it. It is so good. And so I hope I'm able to share some of the clips with you guys. I've been able to do that lately, just, making sure I don't make them too long. And I am not showing the ending, and especially the ending in this one. You have to see this movie if you haven't seen it. Awesome movie. I love Ryan Reynolds. First off, I think he's so good looking. And two, I loved him like in Deadpool. I loved him in Friends. He's just really funny. He's got that great sense of humor. He's quick, to wit and all that. Kind of like, who's the other one I really like? Can't think of his name. Jason Bateman. I love him. Love him. I think he is so funny and just right on cue on everything. He's just so great. I loved him in Identity Theft. But anyways, so I hope you will enjoy this, and I will be able to show you the clips. If you remember the movie Buried Alive, that had more actors in it, and that was a really great movie from the 80s. This one is so good. You definitely got to check this one out. So let's get this started and get eating, and then I will show you some clips. So, how is everybody doing, and what are you guys having for dinner tonight with me? I am having Diet Coke, caffeine free, but I've added in the cherry. That's what made a cherry. That's why I said cherry. I've added in that Kool-Aid water enhancer, and I love it that way. It tastes like I'm drinking Diet Cherry Coke. And it's better than when you buy Diet Cherry Coke because it tastes more cherry flavor because you can add your own amount in there. So, but yeah, let's get eating. Oh, this kale was so good, like I said, because it's crispy around the edges. Oh, it's so good with that olive oil. You hear that crunch? Oh my God. So good. Ooh, with that olive oil on it and the onion and garlic powder. Delicious. Like I said, this is only my second or third time having kale, and I love it. I wish I would have known how much I loved it. I would have bought it more often. Yum. So let's try this ham. And eggs. Let's break in and get our yolk going. Look at that yolk. Look at that. Gotta have the yolk when you're eating ham, right? Who needs your toast to dip your egg in, right? Let's use our ham for that delicious yolk. Look at that. Let's see if I can get closer here for you guys. Look at that. Ooh, yummy. You can't beat ham and eggs, right? They even have a children's book, Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. Oh, this is yummy that way. Look at that. Ooh, do you see it dripping? Yum. Yum. How can anybody consider this a diet? Yum. Just because I'm not having mashed potatoes or a piece of toast with my eggs? Mmm. Yum. Oh my god, this Kale is really good this way. Good fat because it's olive oil. And the ham was just cooked in a pan because it has its own juices. And the egg was just cooked in the juice from the ham. So no extra added fat. There's, you know, its own fat in the eggs and its own fat in the ham. But I always cut the fat off of ham. I don't eat the fat parts of it. I don't like that. So, so yummy. So I hope you guys are enjoying these mukbangs I'm doing for you guys and offering more for you guys so you guys don't have to wait all week to come up with a meal to make for keto. As I know a lot of the people that are subscribed to me are doing keto. So they love my meal ideas. Oh, I bit myself. That was really good like that. Yeah, I love this movie. I really do. First time I ever seen it, it was so funny. I was literally glued to it. Yet is one person buried underground, and he's trying to get help, and it's just freaky for one. I'm claustrophobic. I could never be buried alive. I can't even go into a small closet and stand in there for a joke just to hide it on somebody. I can't. I'm so claustrophobic. So when the original Buried Alive came out, it was a hard movie for me to watch. It was scary. But this one here, I was just glued to it. And like I said, I love Ryan Reynolds. He does an excellent job in this movie. But it's just freaky how he's buried alive and he's trying to get help. And, you know, and to top it off, he suffers from panic anxiety disorder. So he's having a hard time breathing. I mean, you wouldn't have a lot of oxygen in there. And he's using up even more oxygen by breathing heavy because of his, you know, his anxiety and panic. So, very scary. For those of you that have seen the movie know what I'm talking about. So, but those that haven't seen it, definitely see it. It's a really great movie. It's the part where he's just waking up here. You probably hear him screaming here. He's just waking up and realizing he is buried alive. He's gagged. And just realized, I mean, he lit a lighter. He found a lighter, lit the lighter because it was so dark where he was, and lit it and just realized he's stuck in a box. A wooden box. At least in Buried Alive, he was able to break that box because it was such an old piece of junk. And he was able to break that box and get out, and he wasn't buried very deep. Not sure how deep he's buried because they do talk about, when he's talking to somebody, they said, we can't be buried very deep if we can get a signal like that from you, if you're able to get a phone signal. But it's so funny, the people he talks to on the phone, some people are just absolute idiots on here. Like, he's telling them, help me, I'm trapped, and they're asking him the stupidest questions, you know? You know, just like, what's your social security number and stuff like that. And he's like, why the hell do you need my social security number? I'm buried alive. Get me out of here. And then there's another part in here, and I'm going to tell you guys, I just want you to watch it, that he gets completely screwed over. So it was almost like there was a conspiracy for this whole thing, that he got buried alive. Ah, so yummy. I cannot imagine, like I said, waking up, not knowing where you are, pitch dark, and then you find out you're in this box. I would die. First off, I have panic anxiety disorder, but I would end up fainting or something because I could not handle being trapped like that. I couldn't. No way. And it doesn't have much room. The box, I mean, he can touch it. It's pretty close to the top, so he's not, doesn't have a lot of room in there. Mmm. Yum. So good and crispy. I am already getting so full. That's what's so funny about the keto diet is you get full really, really fast because it's mostly all protein. But like I talked to you guys in my journey video, it's we don't eat too much protein though. We do watch, some people do, and that's why I was explaining that you do need to watch your amount of protein too. The most that you're supposed to on this diet that you're supposed to get is, the highest one is your fat intake, which I explained in my journey that if you have fat on your body, that is acting as your energy source. But protein is supposed to be half your body weight in grams. So because I only weigh 135 pounds, I'm only eating, like 65 to 70 grams a day. Before, when I was heavier at almost 300 pounds, then I was eating more like, over 100 grams a day. So, and I did fine, and I've always had my blood work done, and everything's fine, and now I can lower it. But it is important to get at least your half your body weight. Don't go any lower than that. I mean, sure, some days you're not going to get all your protein in, but at least try as much as you can because your body needs protein. That's one thing on this, on any way of life, any eating, your body needs protein. It definitely does, or you'll get hair loss, your nails will get brittle and break and stuff. So now, if you know that your hair is not as nice, just, doesn't even have to be because you're on a diet, but you just notice your hair, you're losing hair and stuff like that. Calculate what you're getting in for protein. That's very important. So yummy. What an awesome dinner. Low carb. And got my veggie in again because veggies are very important on keto so you can keep yourself regular. So yummy. It's really good. I was going to do it with cream cheese like I did my spinach, but I thought, no, I'm going to save on fat. I'm going to use a better fat. I'm going to use olive oil because I've got enough fat with my eggs and my ham. But then I thought, you know what? I read a couple of recipes for Kale, and all of them were calling for olive oil and garlic, so I use garlic powder. I didn't have any fresh garlic, which is fine, so I did garlic powder. Just as good. And I even did some onion powder, too. But the way you cook it up, it gets so crispy. I don't know if you can see that, but it gets so crispy and good. Yum. But I always try, when I eat, to get the veggie in first, because it's the most important. We gotta have our veggies. That's just kind of some of this stuff. A little bit of fat there, I don't want that. Let's finish up this last bite. The egg and the ham. Last delicious bite. All done. Yummy. Yum. So, that's it for this mukbang. But now let's show you some clips of this awesome movie, Buried. So this is where he first finds out. He finds a lighter in his pocket and he finds out that he is buried alive. be so scared. Look at he's gagged too. Oh my god, I would be panicking. Here he realizes, ouch, that there's a cell phone in there with him. And it's way down at his feet. He gets a hold of 911 here, and the woman's so stupid.
Sir? I'm buried in a coffin. Please help. Send someone to find me.
Sir, slow down. What is your name?
It's Paul Conroy.
Okay, Mr. Conroy, can you tell me your location?
I don't know. I'm in a coffin. I don't know where. Please help. I'm scared.
You're in a coffin?
Yes. It's like one of those old wooden ones.
Are you at a funeral home?
No. I don't know. No.
How are you calling me right now?
What?
If you're buried in a coffin, where are you calling me from?
Is this the FBI?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay, I'm calling from Iraq. I'm buried in the desert somewhere. I need you to help me.
Well, sir, slow down. When were you in Iraq?
Now. I'm there now. I'm a truck driver. I work for CRT. I've been here for 9 months.
May I have your name, please, sir?
It's Paul Conroy.
Paul Conroy. Okay, Paul, explain to me what's going on.
All right, okay. All right, me and a convoy of other drivers were...
Is this Paul Conroy?
Yeah, it's me. It's Paul.
Paul, I was informed of what's going on. I want you to know that we're already working on trying to get you out of there.
Oh, thank you, God.
I was told that we have until 9 p.m. Is that right?
That's what he said.
All right. That doesn't give us a whole lot of time. And just so I have this right, the kidnappers buried you in the ground.
Yeah, that's an old wood coffin.
Okay. My guess is that since you're able to get a cell signal, you're no more than a few feet underground.
What?
You make video?
No.
You make video.
Let me out. I'll make it.
No, you make video
I
now.
can't read the paper.
Make video
I can't.
now.
I don't know what you want me to say. I can't read the paper.
You make video now.
He calls his mom in a nursing home, and she has dementia, so she doesn't even know who he is.
I don't think Pop's there with you, Mom.
How are you doing, sweetie?
Not very good. This might be the last time that I talk to you.
That's nice, honey.
It's sad. A bomb goes off here. Now his coffin is filling up with sand. Like the situation wasn't bad, right? He gets it stopped right here for a little bit. No service.
Hello? Who's there?
Is this Paul Conroy?
Yeah. It's Paul. Who are you?
Paul, my name's Alan Davenport. I'm the personnel director.
No, that's right. No, let me out of here and I'll cut off my whole goddamn hand if you want.
You have life.
Yeah, I do. And a son, I had a young son, and I want to see them again, please, sir. Yes, sir, I say that out of respect to you.
243 North Wildwood Street, Heston, Michigan, USA.
That's funny. Why did you say that?
You show blood or they show blood.
No,
I was talking about his family.
nobody can hold you. You can't get to me.
Are you okay?
Right here, he's
Are you
hallucinating,
okay?
thinking somebody's there saving him.
Paul? Paul, it's Brennan. Are you there, Paul?
I'm here.
We're coming for you now. You hear me? We know where you are.
You're coming.
We are, Paul. We're almost there
I'm
now.
going right back.
Now His wife calls.
Linda! Linda!
Paul? Paul, is that you? Tell me if you... Oh my God, Paul, what are they doing to you? Please tell me you're okay.
I'm okay.
I just saw the news. I left my cell phone at
Don't
home.
worry, everybody get the Americans are coming in for me.
They are?
It's gonna be okay.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
They're coming on their way. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, don't bring us hurt again.
I swear, I have to go.
Come home to me.
Yeah, Carlos. Everybody gets to hurry. It's all full. I can't. Are you close? Are you close?
So I'm going to stop right there. And I know the anticipation is eating at you, but if you haven't seen this movie, definitely get it. Awesome movie. Even though it's just one actor, Ryan Reynolds is an awesome actor, and he did a fantastic job in this movie. So definitely get it. And definitely try out that 6-carb mukbang. It was delicious. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I love you guys. Please like and share, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet. And hit that notification so you won't miss no more videos. I love you all. God bless and good night.